Hello, Maurieo Vlogs, number 279, Freezing Works. Hello, welcome. Well, in today's video, we're going to complete the journey from buying the duct tape at Bunnings Warehouse back home to Narrawahia. And in doing that, we go past the Horatu Freezing Works or Meat Works, and I've got a little bit of I think it's interesting, a little bit of information about Freezing Works and their relationship and their impact, and certainly on my life as we go. So let's have a look at the trip. So here we are in the car park at Bunnings. I've just been in and bought a 4-pack of duct tape, and which will give me a role in every vehicle, just like the NASA spacecraft. Apparently every spacecraft since, I think they said, Gemini has gone into space with duct tape on board. So here we are, and we're just coming out of the Bunnings area, and we're going to turn right here into Tirapa Strait. And in this area, this is round here where the race course is. The famous Tirapa race course is in and around this area. And we're heading down the Tirapa Strait on our way north out of Hamilton, round the little roundabouts there. And you'll see the agapanthus on the side of the road there. These are they'll grow anywhere. They're a bloody nuisance, actually. They grow quite thick, but they're used quite well in the traffic islands. The old agapanthus is a blue and a white, basically. And here we are coming up to the intersection at the base, which I've explained is owned by the Tainui Group Holdings, I think, who got their money from their treaty settlements. It's the local tribe or iwi, and they've invested heavily in this base here. They got the land. It was an old Air Force base, and so as part of the treaty settlement, the land was returned returned to them for their use, and they've developed it into a huge shopping complex mall. It's one of our larger ones here, and it's just down the road from my place. So quite a busy little spot there, still developing. And here we are as we head north, and we're on State Highway 1. So we came down this road from the other direction on the way to Bunnings, and there's their competitors Carter's on one side and Placemakers here on the other, as we head north along the Tirapa Strait, and a sort of semi-industrial area here as we head out of Hamilton. And the next little settlement will be Horatu. So there's this little area along here. When I first came to Hamilton, a friend of mine had a market garden in there and used to sell strawberries. So this area up in here is known as Halfway Hill. And is that a dog on the back of that truck? I think it is. And here we have the Tirapa Dairy Factory there on the right hand side, which is a very large powder drying. All the milk comes in there, so you'll notice a lot of tankers on the road. And here we are, we're coming up to the new Horatu Service Centre, and this is where we came off the expressway in yesterday's trip around there, and we're coming up and around the corner. There's a couple of roundabouts here, and then we start to get into the settlement of Horatu. And this is a new industrial area in here that's just been developed at Horatu. And coming up here, the traffic lights never used to be here, and as we get up past the traffic lights, we've got to wait for them to go green, we get up, and there, look, there's that dog again. He's overtaken me. And this is in here on the left is the as an industrial, and now we're coming up to the Horatū freezing works just in there on the left, where they're also now currently using the land in there, and they're building a dairy factory in there, I understand from local rumours and things. The dairy factory is a Chinese company is building a dairy factory in there, so that'll be an interesting development as we head out of Horatū and back into towards Ngaruawahia. And you can see the Hakuramata Ranges in the background there that dominate there and go towards the north. And then there will be the Waikato River goes through the Taupri Gorge from the other day, with Taupri Mountain on the other side of the gorge. So we're coming into Ngaruawahia, and the dog there on the back of the truck as we head into Ngaruawahia, having the time of his life, checking out all the local talent and giving everybody, letting him know he's there as we come through in here. This video is sped up. I've got this on about 300%. I think I've got it on, just sped up slightly so that we come in. So I've decided to follow the dog past my usual turn off, so we're going down State Highway 1 there and turning round here and approaching my my house from the south. So we just turn on, and this is my street here, 30 metres wide, oak lined each side, a wonderful vista that I have to come home to. And here we are back at the old homestead after following the dog there, and with our duct tape intact. So yes, we'll just got to move on now and have a look at this background here. So as I said, we went past the freezing works there at Horatū, and well, we call them the freezing works or the meat works. In fact, they're probably best described as an abattoir. Now, in the very early New Zealand, New Zealand was a pioneer, or one of the first refrigerated ships. The Dunedin went out of New Zealand in the early late 1800s, I think it was, and I had it all ready here. But yes, with the development of refrigeration, this guy here. And I want you to tell me what his name was. He was instrumental in organising a ship, one of the first refrigerated ships to take sheep meat from New Zealand to the British market. The price for wool had bottomed out, and they had all these sheep, and they wanted to try and do something, so they came up with the idea of chilling the meat, and took a bit of a risk, and with a refrigerated ship called the Dunedin, and shipped meat out of New Zealand to Britain in the late 1800s, and this was one of the first refrigerated ships to do it. So yes, if you can just tell me who this guy is, and yeah, that's today's question. So the freezing works are always a big part of New Zealand, with our large sheep population. Not so large these days, but in the early days certainly. And once refrigeration had developed and they could export the refrigerated meat over to Europe, the sheep exports became, and the sheep flock became quite large, and then obviously wool returned in different times, and they were able to make money on that, and sort of things went on. So the freezing works play quite a significant role, and certainly in my lifetime, and it's sort of diminished a little bit now. The the freezing works at Horatū used to be, the car park there was full on a daily basis, but these days with mechanisation and what have you, you hardly see anyone come and go from the place. So been interesting developments over the last 30 or 40 years. So as we move forward to yesterday's one, was this here. Now I went to Bunnings to get some duct tape. Now I always thought it was called duct, D-U-C-T, and that some people mistakenly called it duck, D-U-C-K tape. So I did a little bit of reading, and then I've done subsequent reading again, which suggests that that's not the case. But the suggestion was that it was called duck, D-U-C-K tape, because it had as a backing a cotton material known as cotton duck or canvas. So there's some interesting links into yesterday's video, yesterday's vlog that's been provided by WT that sort of talks quite around the subject. So my concept here was cotton duck, which is the backing tape for duct tape, but also known as duct tape. But apparently some people have examined it very closely and found that that might be a, like an urban myth type thing. So anyway, you can call it whatever you like, duct tape with a T or duct tape, whichever you like, it's up to you. So WT came through with that, with just putting the two pictures together, cotton duck, and that's what we were after. So well done, WT, and I think we'll finish the vlog from here today. So I'll just pop back perhaps to the background here to tell me who this gentleman is. But I just want to thank everybody for their support of the channel, for subscribing and liking, and in particular commenting. And I'm doing my best to pop over and have a look at your channels, but things are running pretty tight at the moment, and I'll have to this weekend I think I'll have to get busy and hop around and pop in and watch a few more videos and things. But yes, it's I really appreciate the comments coming forward. Thank you very much. And I'm also starting to make a few videos which relate to my classes in my day job. So don't feel that you have to do anything with those. Just put them to one side if they're not quite your cup of tea. So my main sort of social media type videos are my maurieo vlogs, where, what, who on my other channel, and the web crap of the week are the main ones that I'm working on. From time to time I may put out other ones of interest, but generally they're the main ones. All good. Cheers. Have a wonderful day. Thank you. See you. Cheers. See you.